Let me please try to restart it and get back to the session. 1 second, please.
Okay, sure. I'll see the link now. Huh? I'll see the link now.
Wait, you haven't invented it?
Yeah.
Like next time you can just tell me, then I can save the time and I go grab it on my own.
Okay.
But right now you can just send it over. Sure. Thanks, sir.
Sure.
That was Henry. We've lost Mariam for good now.
No, I'm sure she'll be back.
Are we still not missing a couple of?
I'm missing Jean-Claude from Moja, right? He had some connection issues. So he's trying to fix it now.
Where is he?
Where is he? He's not picking up right now.
I mean, where is he based?
Oh, Ivory Coast.
Yes, we are having a lot of different power cuts in the city. Now we are in Abidjan, so I can definitely understand that he has issues.
Yeah, I've heard that you got terrible power situation. So
yeah,
still continuing, right?
Yeah. This is not normal and not common, but it's affecting all of us now. So luckily today there's still electricity in my neighborhood, but looking across.
Arthur from Savio was telling me he went 3 weeks in Ivory Coast and half the time without power.
Yeah,
sure. Wow.
That's very rare here and never happened. So we are even less prepared than country like Lagos.
Jean-Claude is here. I can see Jean-Claude. Hello, Jean-Claude.
Oh, fantastic.
Ah, he was here.
Oh.
Jean-Claude, vous nous entendez?
Oh, hi, Jean-Claude. How are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Great to have you, man.
Sorry.
I'm saying we're happy to have you finally.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the network quality, so you guys be in and out. So let me know if at any point I drop, if the audio drops.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Hopefully not during the pitch, but we'll mention that you're in a power challenge environment right now. We know that from South Africa, you know, we have similar issues. Okay, it's 2 o'clock GMT, 4 o'clock South African time. Shall we
Let's just quickly wait for Maria. And is she back yet?
Not yet, but I wouldn't want to keep people waiting, whoever is on the other side. Is Henry waiting for the queue to start the stream? Or?
Yeah, I think he is.
Now we're already live, so let's launch it.
Okay. All right, in 5 seconds. Okay, good to go.
Welcome everyone to the 3rd and final AfricArena qualification event for the AfricArena West African Summit. A few words about this event. AfricArena tour will be in Dakar on the 22nd and 23rd of June for its West Africa Summit. So the objective of this event is to gather the best startups from the West Africa region. There will be 25 startups qualified for this event to meet investors, corporates, and other peer entrepreneurs. It will be preceded by a one-day bootcamp in partnership with Impact Hub and by an investor-owned conference in partnership with Orange Ventures. So this event is enabled by some of our amazing partners. First of which is the DER, the Délégation à l'entrepreneuriat rapide, basically the entrepreneurship agency for the Senegalese government, ITC United Nations, and our technical partner Impact Hub, as well as the French embassy in Senegal and our ecosystem partners. We have many of them, but in particular Teranga Capital. So today we're very proud to have with us amazing startups from the region, from various countries. Today is more around Series A, late stage segment. And today with us, we have 2 amazing judges, Marianne Diop from Orange Venture, one of our partners, and Mohamed Ngom from Teranga Capital. So thank you, Mohamed and Mariam. I'll let you introduce yourself briefly. Mariam, I hope you are with us now. I can see you. We can't see you, but welcome, Mariam.
Well, I'd rather turn off the camera because I don't want to give you headaches.
You're looking good, upside down, but looking good.
Thanks, Christophe. Wow. Yeah, so Mohamed, be my guest if you want to start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for just associating us to this wonderful event, and we're very excited to to be a part of this amazing journey and be able to help all these startups on their way to growth, and just support the African ecosystem and African startups. So at the Teranga Capital, that's what we do on a daily basis. And me as a VP at Teranga Capital, I look at most of important companies, important startups that have a huge potential of growth. And it's very a pleasure just to be a part of this journey with you guys.
Right. Thank you, Mohamed. Mariam, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and Orange Ventures?
Yeah, of course, sure. Thanks, Christophe, and really thank you again for inviting us. And And yeah, I've seen really amazing progress on your side. So congratulations on that. So I'm running the early stage fund of the VC arm of Orange, for those who already know Orange. And it's a 50 million fund dedicated to startups in technology across different sectors that are sometimes adjacent to Orange core business, which is telco, but we mostly invest in all type of sectors. And we've been doing this for 4 years. So Orange Ventures is now a multi-sector, multi-stage, and a Pan-African fund, but it's also a global VC fund. So far, we made almost 13 investments across different stages, from seed to growth stage to B, Series B. And in general, for the fund that I'm running, we invest tickets varying from 1 to 5 million, and with increasing capacity of follow-on. So we a team of 3 based in Dakar, and yeah, we're very happy to be part of this this amazing program again.
Great to have you both. Thank you, Mariam, and we look forward to also have you at the unconference. So just a few words about this. On the day before the summit, we'll have an event for the startups only, which is the bootcamp in partnership with Impact Hub. And there's an event with investors also between themselves to discuss collaboration in the region. Both these events are done in partnership with an organization that was started at AfricArena 2 years ago, the Digital Collective Africa, which has achieved a lot of work to standardize and develop instruments around the deal making, things like term sheets, safe notes, due diligence, checklist, a lot of resources. So you can look at that on the digitalcollective.africa website, but the unconference in Dakar will be an opportunity to continue to improve on the quality of these documents, and the bootcamp will also be an opportunity to engage with founders around using them. On the Monday night, we have a VC night where the investors and the entrepreneurs will meet. So the stake for today is who's going to get invited. So AfricArena invites at cost. There's a small commitment fee from the startups that we basically pay for flights and accommodation for the startups to come to Dakar and attend this 3-day program. And so, you know, that's what at stake today, and good luck. And I'm sure you're going to do great. So looking forward to the pitches. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Christophe, for that background. And thank you, Mohammed and Mariam as well. It's a pleasure to have Teranga Capital and Orange Ventures here with us today. Now, yeah, the main event for today is basically 4 incredible startups operating from West Africa that will be pitching their innovative solutions. We've got AfricArena and Mujaride from Ivory Coast, as well as MVX and ReXO from Nigeria. And with the pleasure of having the CEOs of all 4 of those respective companies presenting here for us today. So yeah, without further ado, I'd like to call upon Mulay from AfricArena to present. Hi, Mulay, how are you?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mulay, if you can please share your screen with us.
Yes, let me share the screen then. I'll try to put that in full screen. Do you see it?
All right, fantastic, perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay, Mulay, like everybody else, you've got 4 minutes to pitch. After that, Mohammed and Mariam will be asking you questions for 3 minutes. So ready when you are.
Okay, sure. So hello everyone, introducing today AfricArena and Anchor. We're on a mission to bridge Africa and the world. So the problem we're trying to fix is if you're trying to sell currently online, may it be on social media, your website, or on a marketplaces, products out of Africa to the world, you're facing multiple fragmentation issues like updating your inventory for each channel, expensive and painful shipping that consumes time in addition to the money because your consumers are always worried about where is their package. And of course, you have multiple intermediaries for the payment and no single point for analysis. The idea for us is with Anchor to build one solution to fix all these issues. How? It's a one subscription to use different services. So one of the services is our marketplace, africa.com, on which you can sell as soon as you're a subscriber of Anchor. but also create your own personal website, create payment links that you can share on WhatsApp, Instagram, or any messaging system you use to contact your clients, so that when they pay, the money enters in a unified wallet, no matter the channel, a unified dashboard to track all of your orders, and ultimately you can use also from this one solution the best shipping rates ever out of Africa with our partnership with DHL that goes from the pickup to your client in 3 days for less than $20, pretty much anywhere in Africa. So that's the solution. In terms of business model, we have different stream of revenue according to each channel, commission on the marketplace, additional subscription for the custom domain name on personalized website, a free on the payment links, a payout fees on the wallet, and a shipping margin on each shipment we bring to DHL through our clients, and soon with potentially other partners of logistics. The use case that I just explained is, as you can see, you can, from a seller's selling point, use the links or any other channel to contact your buyers. All orders arrive on the same dashboard, and you can track everything from the one you're late, the one lacking messaging, to shipping. And finally, you can pay out not only on mobile money solutions anywhere in Africa like M-Pesa or Orange Money, but you can also get access to our Visa card that you can charge from your wallet and then use to withdraw money anywhere you want. So the traction we have been having so far is quite significant. Our revenue in 2020 was multiplied by 5 to reach over 2 million euros, and our GMV that is now over 6 million euros per year and probably doubling this year again, was done in over 170 countries. So definitely we are a pretty global business that is selling out of Africa, but also out of Europe, and mainly to Europe and North America, but all over the world. And our efficiency is our biggest, I might say, differentiator. We raised only $2 million over the 5 years we existed, and just last year we did just that already in revenue. And we also are now the biggest African exporter of e-commerce with DHL. We over 10 tons monthly, and already seeing an organic growth of 100 new sellers every week. The impact is also significant about what we do, as 80% of our sellers are female entrepreneurs, and they contribute to it indirectly to 9 jobs in Africa in average, mostly women. So we're really empowering a new generation of entrepreneurs that can be exporters, people of social commerce, and dropshippers. And we assess this target to be at least 2 million people and serving a market of 10 billion euros annually. Finally, the ecosystem to showcase where we situate ourselves is that our sellers currently have to either do it themselves and suffer from the inefficiency of passing from one channel to the other, using individual e-shops that are pretty expensive and have no traffic, or simply using multiple informals or formal partners for shipping or payment. The goal for us is to build one commerce super app to sell everywhere, ship better, and get paid faster, as you can see, and that can push your products, your messaging, and unify your payments. May you're selling on your personal website, your social media, on marketplaces like AfricArena, or other marketplaces like you can see Amazon, Alibaba, Etsy, or eventually African marketplaces like Africa. So that's the future. And the ambition is definitely to pioneer headless commerce. That is a new trend of commerce that is going everywhere, and at the same time being efficient, and to become the one-stop shop e-commerce aggregator for everyone in the emerging market. Pretty much like Alibaba did and Shopify did, we are trying to, like I said, empower entrepreneurship and make sure that everyone that is nowadays in Africa that has a web connection can see entrepreneurship and selling online as a viable option and an easy one. So the team, we have 3 co-founders, me and my best friend from high school, Kadri, that is also from Mali, and our CMO, and managing the community of over 10,000 sellers now. Our CTO, Luc, we have a 20 years experience in building web application, especially in commerce, and a team of just 15 people, and 18 in total, from different experience, maybe from Amazon, Jumia, Lambda School, Google, and a very balanced board of investors, of VCs, and business angels, and that has been recognized by a stellar organization like the Alibaba Foundation. So here is our roadmap. Our focus is to build this Anka super app with headless commerce integrations. Then we want to scale the integration, of course, and go and empower more and more sellers locally in each of the countries we are. For the notice, We have sellers in 47 of the 54 African countries already, so we're pretty already Pan-African. And the goal is to expand that even further lately and to reach 100,000 subscribers and $80 million of revenue and being, of course, profitable.
Hi, Malay, sorry, I have to stop you right there.
No
You're over time. Thank you so much for that.
Perfect. That's my last slide, actually. That's how.
All right, cool. Excellent. Thanks, Malay. Thanks, Malay.
No
Right now,
problem.
let's quickly jump into the Q&A session with the judges. Mohammed, perhaps we can start with you. Do you have any questions for Malay?
Thank you very much. And this is very interesting for me because, you know, I met Malay maybe 2 years ago. And at that time, Africa was already promising, but they're not, you know, attaining these objectives and these goals, because right now it's quite bigger. So I think it's very interesting to see all the things that have been done in the meantime. But I would just like for the story to be clearer, because you need 3 million euros. You can come back on the last slide, please.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Right. So you need 3 million euros, and because we understand what you want to do regarding the app, but maybe we need more figures just to understand how many countries, how much, how many. I mean, when I say figures, it's KPIs.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe as a VC, we would like to see more of that.
Sure.
You know, so the users we see about, you know, your goals of subscribers, but maybe the revenue per customer, how many times the customers, you know, they come back on your website, you know, more of those statistics and KPIs.
Sure. Sure, we have.
Very interesting for a VC. Maybe I'll just let Mariam continue, but that would be very interesting for the, you know, just for the beginning.
Sure.
So how do you want to proceed? Shall I ask the questions now, or let Mulay ask the question, answer the questions first?
Mariam, can you just quickly ask your question, then Mulay can address both of them at the same time.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Well, actually, it's so interesting. I really like the new positioning of AfricArena, actually. So I guess now the focus is more Anka, and AfricArena is like the legacy business, which makes it really, really interesting, because you build up upon a really solid foundation. And actually, the model you're now addressing is definitely more scalable with higher margins than the e-commerce only platform. So I'm still wondering what your go-to-market strategy is like. I know you mentioned Visa and DHL partnerships, but I would be keen actually to learn more about how you're going to increase the adoption of the platform, increase actually the user engagement. Just walk us through actually the pillars of your go-to-market strategy.
Sure.
And also was wondering, you know, I think it was two years ago, DHL actually, DHL launched the app, almost a similar one with the aim to go digital, right? And probably broaden the reach, especially on social media and the internet more generally. So I was wondering if you would consider them at some point as competitors, and if so, how actually do you see them compete actually with Anka?
Actually, I want to answer your question. Thank you for the questions. I'll try to answer everything and not forget. So Mohamed, to answer your question, definitely in 3 minutes, I tried to squeeze and focus on the most important point. And definitely we have all of these KPIs to share, and we have great retention, and Pleasurely can demonstrate so. So to answer Mariam's question, first, before I forget, the DHL product that was Marketplace Africa, you're right, they launched it 2 years ago. And of course, when we arrived and started working with them, they were convinced that we could not do anything great, because actually they are struggling with it and they shut it down. If you look, they basically didn't post on it over the last 2 years. So basically, they tried very strongly to go on social media and push and communicate, but they failed to really build an experience around it. And that's the go-to-market strategy in a nutshell. Basically, it's not just about the services. It's not just about having the best shipping or having the best payment. It's really making it easy enough for anyone that is selling to save time and energy also, in addition to the money. And that's a big part of our go-to-market strategy. And that's why we want to focus our fundraising on building the right product. Because currently what we do is actually making sure that people naturally start using more and more services. They all come from one services, maybe selling on AfricArena or having a better rates of shipping with DHL or being able to send payment links. So everyone comes from one service. Generally, that's the go-to-market strategy. They generally come from one need that they have. 50% of them actually come to fix this need because one of our existing subscribers told them about it. So that's our biggest growth channel, it's referral. And after that, what happens is, of course, the upsell. So our experience is built about the retention that Mohamed evoked. And as soon as people start using, for example, the shipping, they realize that, the shipping is very nice, it's very efficient, very quick, but they realize that, to get the payment for the shipping, it would be maybe easier to just share a link rather than having the payment done in one place and then having them to fund it back to our wallet to pay the shipping. And they realize that they're saving both currency exchange, fees, and time. So really, that's how they grow in the usage. And same thing for, of course, when they come to AfricArena. So the go-to-market is first built on that, increasing our referral loop through our retention and usage. And the ultimate one that we got much better than most people and startups in Africa is social media, definitely. If you looked at us, you will see that we have over 200,000 followers on both social media with increasing engagement, because we post not only quality content that we create, but also the best success stories. And as we have designers in all of these countries, it's pretty easy for another designer to relate and realize that, if she is a designer or she is a woman entrepreneur in my country, for example, in Benin or in Senegal, that is able to sell in 1,000 countries, why cannot? Why can I not? So really, it's really also about leveraging the power of the community to showcase inspiring stories and getting more people on board.
Okay, great.
Really
thanks, Mohamed. Sorry, Mary, you just cut you off there. The next page. But sure, you guys are definitely free to continue the conversation afterwards. Absolutely. All right, cool. Thanks, Malaysia. Can you just quickly unshare your screen for us?
Yeah, sure. I'm actually trying to do that right now, but struggling a little.
All right, fantastic. Thanks a lot. All right, next up, jumping to Nigeria. So I'll ask Tonya to present MPX. All right, Tonya.
Okay, hi. Can you see me and can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Well, first, thanks for the invite, AfricArena. It's a real pleasure being on this call. So hi, everyone. I'm Tonya, and I'm the founder of MVX, and I'm here to tell you about my company and how we are changing the way businesses trade in Africa. So Africa accounts for 65% of the world's arable land and 30% of the world's mineral resources. But yet it is the poorest continent and accounts for just about 2% of global trade. Now, there are a couple of macro reasons why this exists, from poor infrastructures to failed government policies. But a crucial factor is the reliance on traditional freight and logistics providers. And this means 9 in 10 import and export shipments are coordinated offline. And by offline, we literally mean opaque processes, fragmented intermediaries, fragile supply chains, lack of coordination and planning, inefficient deliveries, no data collection, and expensive freight rates. This causes businesses to pay 40% more and even spend 1 month longer to move and manage international freight from Africa, but is now a solution. And with MVX, we make freight shipping easier and more coordinated for companies by bringing the whole booking and deployment process online. And we do this by aggregating, coordinating, and synchronizing every process involved in an import or export trade transaction through one digital channel. So take Esther, for example. She needs to export dried ginger from northern Nigeria to India. So she visits mvx.trade, then uses our machine learning quote generator to get a price estimate in 1 second. Esther goes ahead to create a shipment booking, and we respond with price options. Then she makes her choice. Once she's satisfied, she makes payments. Then we pick up her shipments for delivery. Esther receives notifications at every milestone, from pickup to loading ports and final delivery from the comfort of her home. It is really an easy and magical experience for her. And truth is, we've created similar experiences for many businesses. In 2020, despite the pandemic and being our first year in business, we delivered 307 shipments, generating over $300,000 in revenue. In 2021, we've delivered 210 shipments year to date, and we aim to deliver 3,000 shipments by year end as we approach the peak freight seasons between Q3 and Q4. Our customers love using MVX. They save an average 10 to 30% on freight and admin costs every time they use our service. And we make money by charging commissions on each service provided. And we have an average take rate of 23% since we started. We weren't always a digital freight forwarding company. We launched in 2019 as an Uber for oil and gas vessels, but pivoted in 2020 due to COVID, market demand, and opportunities we saw in the market. And our growth would have been impossible without the $150,000 we've raised from Keppel Africa, Launch Africa, Founders Factory Africa, We Capital, and other incredible angel investors that are helping us achieve our vision, which is to be at the center of accelerating trade in Africa with technology and people. And together with Emmanuel, Moise, and Toby, we make magic happen at MVX. And yeah, I'll be more than happy to take your questions and yeah, respond to anything you might want to ask. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. Great work you're doing there. Mariam, can I start with you? Any questions for Tony?
Sure. Hi, Tony. Nice meeting you. Thanks for
Hi.
your pitch. Well,
Thank you.
very interesting. I'm really a fan of everything, you know, logistics related in general, because of the huge need, of course, in Africa. But at the same time, you're really addressing a market that's huge and so traditional. It requires physical presence all the time. So it makes it very difficult to digitalize and scale. So I'm wondering, what's your current biggest challenge since you started operating MVX? But also really curious to know how you would improve take rate, because this is, of course, one of the key drivers of your growth. So yeah, really interested in learning more about how you working on improving the take rate. Thanks.
Okay, thanks for those questions. First, you're right. It's a largely traditional industry, and we are trying our best to capture as many customers as possible through our digital channels. We've built things like WhatsApp chatbots, where customers can just, on their mobile phones, quickly create shipment requests, and we process those requests, and it gets quotes. Thereafter, we pick up the shipment. So we work with partners. We have various trucking partners across Nigeria, South Africa, Rwanda, and Kenya. And so whenever we have requests, our trucking partners are alerted and they go ahead and pick the shipment. So we don't have people, our staff, that do these things. We just monitor operations and ensure that the operations are moving smoothly. In Nigeria, where there's a little concern at the ports because of the ports congestion, we have partners as well, and we use things called barges to move containers from one part of Lagos to another part to the ports, inside the port. And so this limits the number of MVX people or staff that need to be on ground during those operations. So currently, we do not have that issue. And we, apart from Nigeria, every African country we operate from, there isn't any manpower concerns because we work through our partners. Then second question regarding take rates. That's a good question and concern. What we're doing right now is improving our operations and also having more partners onboarded onto our platform. With more partners, we're able to negotiate better rates with them, and with better rates, we have our margins will increase. Also, we have something we call embedded trade finance, because we've seen that many businesses suffer, especially small businesses, are unable to export because of poor access to finance. And so we connect them to financial partners to lend them money to cover freight costs or their POs. And so we charge a commission on that service. Because of time, I didn't include that in this page, but we also have things like that, and that's also increasing our take rates overall for every transaction that we deliver through our platform.
Okay, Miriam, is that all from your side, or do you move on to Mohammed?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you,
Great.
Tony.
Mohammed, any questions for Tony?
Actually, congratulations, Tony, because it's a very inspiring project and your company is doing very well. I have, maybe one concern or one or two regarding, I would say fiscal authorities or, customer authorities, because in Africa, it's not that easy to deal with customs. So, and it's not that easy at first. That's my first point. And second, do you have informal competitors? Because if you have some, they might have relationships with custom authorities that are, maybe less clear than yours. So that are my concerns.
Okay, thanks for that. Really good questions. So yes, there are customs concerns, but largely we've realized that the issues always start from the customer. Most customers, especially in this part of the world, do not like doing the proper documentation, the proper things. And so there's always a reason to speak to customs one-on-one and try to, sort things out. And so we advise our customers, our export customers and import customers, that look, these are the correct things to do. You have to follow the steps. It might be a bit more expensive, but you're going to save a lot of time. And so far, that's what we're preaching to our customers. And we work with, really reputable businesses that care about their image and wouldn't do that. So they try to do the correct things. So it's not been a major problem for us at the moment. Yes, we know people do things, other competitors and traditional freight forwarders pay customs and all of that, but we don't encourage that in our company, and we just tell our customers to do the right thing, and you won't have as much issues. And so far, we haven't had any reason to interfere with using money or anything to get things fast tracked.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, thanks, Tony. Thanks a lot, Jay.
Thanks.
All right, fantastic. So next up, we've got Moja Ride from Ivory Coast, and I believe Michelle will be joining us to pitch. Hi, Michelle. Either Michelle or Jean-Claude. But I believe Jean-Claude is having issues with his connection. Oh, yeah, he is now. Hi, Jean-Claude.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Jean-Claude. Are you ready to pitch?
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Are you able to share your screen with us?
Yeah, bringing that up. One sec.
Okay. Hi, Jean-Claude, are you progressing there?
Hello.
Hi, Jean-Claude, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you able to share your screen, please?
Yes. One sec.
Okay. Okay, Jean-Claude, we'll give you a few more seconds. After that, you'll have to move on to the next pitch, then we'll come back to you. Okay, guys, I think Jean-Claude's connection is too severe to continue. I'll just communicate with him offline to see how things are going. Let's jump on to All, and I believe Adebayo is here with us. Hi, Adebayo. All right, he's sharing the screen with us.
Hello?
All right, perfect.
You see my screen? Yes.
Yes, I can see it. Perfect.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to share my video.
All right. Okay, sir, ready when you are.
Sorry, just a minute.
Okay, All from Nigeria. Let us know when you're ready, sir.
Okay, good. Hello, everyone. My name is Adebayo Longe. I'm the co-founder CEO at AfricArena. AfricArena is a trusted marketplace platform for quality medicines. And we're primarily solving the problem of enabling access to high quality medicines for hospitals, pharmacies, and patients. Just a minute. Okay, and we're really solving the problem that enables our patients, hospitals, and pharmacies across Africa have access to high quality medicines. And in terms of why we started out this company, I survived a 21-day coma about 15 years ago while I was growing up in Nigeria. And really that took me down on the journey of really trying to understand where the supply chain is broken in the Africa pharmaceutical market. And really understanding all those pain points is what led us to develop the AfricArena solution today. And while we focus today on the African market, starting out in Nigeria, this problem really is global. It's a global issue. As you saw in my first slide, there's over 1 million people that die from poor access to high quality medicines across the world. But for us, Nigeria is the launchpad and Africa is the launchpad for what we are building. And we've really scaled very quickly to about $2.6 million in annualized sales as of Q1 of this year. In terms of what our solution is, it's primarily a marketplace platform that connects curated pharmaceutical wholesalers to hospitals, pharmacies, and patients. And we provide our pharmaceutical wholesalers a drug testing kit that enables them check the batches of medicines that they have been supplied against a reference sample in the cloud. And then those medicines that have been tested by them, they list on the marketplace, and then hospitals, pharmacies, and patients can then use filters to first of all find those wholesalers that are actually testing, as well as to find those medicines that have been tested. So overall, what we're really offering is access to trusted marketplace for quality medicines on the continent. And we differentiate from what exists in the market today. On the left-hand side, you will see that the typical other sort of hardware devices that do testing are usually on device. Where we differentiate is that all our testing is cloud-based, the library is cloud-based, all the testing is really happening between a Bluetooth or the iPhone and then a machine learning algorithm in the cloud. And so that way we're actually more scalable and we can actually provide data insights to the country FDAs and other customers whose medicines are tested. On the lower right, you see some of the other new players in the industry who are setting up digital retail pharmacies or digital wholesalers. We are not any of that. What we are is a platform. So we provide our software to the wholesalers. They use that to manage their inventory to sell online and offline, as well as to authenticate medicines. And those medicines that are available for sale on the platform can be delivered in person or can be delivered to the person in their homes or on their offices. So that way we're actually more scalable, unlike many of the other lower players in the lower right-hand side. We don't carry inventory. We don't have to build new warehouses or pharmacies as we grow. So that way we differentiate from them. Our primary business model is commissions and delivery fees. So at the moment, our take rate on the commission is 30%, and delivery fees are charged on the basis of distance to the seller. We're currently onboarded since we launched this integrated business model last year across 2,000 hospitals and pharmacies in southwestern Nigeria. We're growing this year to cover 14 new cities. And right now, our medicines that are exchanged on the platform get to over 1 million patients every single month. In terms of our GMV on a quarterly basis for Q1 of 2021, we generated over $650,000 in GMV. So that's just over $220,000 in GMV for a take rate of about 75K a month. We've just recently closed out our seed round. And with this round, we intend to onboard 14 new cities across Nigeria and grow that customer B2B pipeline from 2,000 to over 4,000 by the end of the year, and to grow the GMV per month from roughly where it is today at about 220K to over $2 million a month. So this is really what we're working on right now. And this is the team. It's myself, over a decade of work experience as a pharmacist across all the different buckets in the supply chain of the pharmaceutical industry. My co-founders, Amy and Wei, we all met at Yale. Wei has a PhD at the intersection of machine learning and molecular spectroscopy, and his PhD patent is really what we're using behind the drug testing kit. Overall, as a team, we have over 40 years of work experience in the pharmaceutical industry in Africa and Southeast Asia, and we're excited about the solution we're currently building. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Adebayo. Thank you very much. It also has to be noted that Orexol was the first African startup to win Hello Tomorrow, to come first place. So well done on that.
Thank you.
So judges, Mohammed, do you have any questions for Adebayo?
Thank you very much, Adebayo, for this presentation. It's very interesting, and we were addressing a problem in West Africa. We have
Sorry, I can't really hear you. Your voice
you
is
can't
really
hear me? Okay.
Your voice is low.
Okay. You hear me better now? Okay, so I would just say that it's
yes, it's better now. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Saying that it was very interesting, and I would like to know, I mean, right now you're in Nigeria, and how fast do you think you can address other countries and other West African countries, mainly the French-speaking ones?
Yes, so our solution is very scalable. If you look at some of the models like with Uber, Bolt in Africa, right? It's a city by city growth. That's how most of the sort of platforms that are related to what we're doing do. At the moment, we intend to complete Nigeria this year. So that's about 2 years for us to complete 24 cities. We're currently in 10. We're adding another 14 by the end of the year. So that's 24 cities in Nigeria. There are other markets and Nigeria represents about a pharma market in Africa. It currently represents over 40% of the pharma market in West Africa, in West Africa. So the other West African countries we're looking at in the coming years include Cote d'Ivoire, and Ghana. And those cities, the core cities that we intend to launch in those countries will not be as many as we have in Nigeria. So we expect easily to be able to cover Ghana or Cote d'Ivoire, depending on which one we go in 1 year, right? And then to begin to expand into new cities as we grow. So, but our focus on growth is really, we look at the market size. That's how we look at it. We assess competitive landscape. Then we drill down into the cities. Are there enough cities with enough population to be able to take on our product. And then that's how we then determine which market to go into and which cities to then launch in. So we do think that for every single year outside of Nigeria, we can probably take on a new country and grow in that market before going on to a new market.
Okay, great. Marianne, do you have any questions for Adebayo?
Yes, sure. Hi, Adebayo. Nice meeting you, and thanks for the
Hi, Mariam.
invitation. So I guess one of the key differentiator of your platform is the tech, right? So I guess the more you can provide quality and accurate data, the better you'll be able to serve your customers. So it also means that you need a lot of key integrations to hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, systems, so you can access the data actually real time. So I was wondering if you could explain how it works, how your platform works.
Yes, so primarily there are two sides to the platform. It's a typical marketplace platform. On the one hand is the sellers. At the moment, the core sellers for us is the pharmaceutical wholesalers. So we provide them two core technologies. The first one is the point of sale software system. So it doubles as a inventory management, data analytics platform. It also enables them, anything that they have listed in it is actually available in real time online. So that people can come either in person to buy in their locations using the software, or they can buy if they went to the website, to our website, and they type that particular store, they can find the store and buy online from them. So that's on the seller side. The way we grow in that specific segment of the market is really through two ways. Is direct marketing. We have a list of all the wholesalers in any given country. We engage them directly. We have roundtable meetings for their trade associations, and then we onboard them. Usually, there's a power structure in that segment of the market, because in a single city, we can have one or two power sellers, right? That have bulk of the medicines that are required in that specific city and offer the best prices in that city. So we usually look at those power sellers first every time we go into a new market. On the buyer side, we're looking at the hospitals, at the pharmacies, and at the patients. In terms of the hospitals and the pharmacies, we're engaging with them through similar methods. We have door-to-door salespeople that engage with the senior people at those establishments, and they are able to use our solution primarily to order. It's mostly for procurement from the sellers that have been onboarded on the platform. But there's also some training in order for them to actually use the filters, so they can find medicines that have been tested, and they can also find the sellers that are close to them that they can purchase from. On the patient side, it's mostly digital marketing. They can order at wholesale prices, and then there's the delivery people that send it out to them. So that's how the marketplace works. But as I said, it's embedded on top of the drug testing kit. And that drug testing kit, the arrangement we have is usually with country FDAs. So in Nigeria, for example, we're working with NAFDAC. We have MOUs in place with Ghana FDA and with the Gambia FDA as well. And primarily, when we go into those particular markets, we work with those FDAs to build a library, a spectral library of all the medicines that have been licensed in that country. That library is built by generating fingerprints using near-infrared spectroscopy. And those fingerprints are stored in the cloud. We train our machine learning algorithm to understand what a pure fingerprint of a sample looks like, so that when the wholesalers now get the devices, what they're really doing for each batch of medicines they are getting is really testing those batches to confirm that those batches they have received meet the quality standards that have been fingerprinted in the cloud. And then those batches that have been tested, they list them on the marketplace. They tick the ones that have been tested. We verify, because we compare it against the data before pushing it out on the marketplace. And so on the buyer side, what they need to do, they have the choice. If they wanted to buy from wholesalers that are using the testing kit, they can find the filter there to say, show me only the sellers using the testing kit, or they can use the filter that says, show me only the products that have been tested. And that way they can search and then do the purchase. So that's how this marketplace works today.
Okay, thank you, Adebayo. Thank you for that elaborate explanation. All right, so we're supposed to have 4 startups pitching today, but it looks as if Mujarad has some severe connection issues. So unfortunately, we'll have to skip them for today's section. But we will definitely communicate with them and ask them to pitch virtually with us privately, and we'll take things forward from there. All right, great. So Adebayo, if you can please stop sharing your screen. All right, thanks a lot. Fantastic. All right, so we've come to the conclusion for our last virtual pitch session for West Africa. And it really has been a tremendous journey so far. We've come across really amazing companies operating in that region. And we do look forward to welcoming them at our upcoming summit happening on the 22nd and 23rd of June. So make sure you get your ticket if you're around. And once again, thank you to our sponsors for making this happen. And of course, Marianne and Mohammed, we really appreciate your insights in today's session. And in terms of the next steps now, so we're going to communicate with the qualified startups as soon as tomorrow, and we're going to communicate that as soon as tomorrow. And yeah, and that's it for today. So once again, thank you to our judges, thank you to our pitching startups, and we'll be in touch very soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Guys, well done.
Bye.
Bye.